Imagine for a moment that you are in a high-stakes negotiation. Lives are on the line. Do you meet the other side halfway? Do you split the difference? Absolutely not. In the world of the FBI, splitting the difference implies that you save only half the hostages. It is a catastrophic failure. Yet in our daily lives, we are taught that compromise is the pinnacle of moral correctness. Today, we are going to shatter that myth entirely. By the end of this deep dive into Never Split the Difference, you will possess the exact psychological tools used by top international negotiators. You won't just learn how to haggle. You will learn how to bend reality, disarm your toughest opponents, and get exactly what you want without ever raising your voice or resorting to aggression. This is about emotional intelligence on steroids. You might think, I'm not a hostage negotiator, why do I need this? But the truth is, life is a series of negotiations. Whether you're asking for a raise, trying to lower your rent, or just deciding which movie to watch with your partner, you are negotiating. Most people are terrified of conflict, so they settle for less. After today, you will stop settling and start winning. Chris Voss isn't an academic theorist. He was the FBI's lead international kidnapping negotiator. He faced down terrorists, bank robbers, and kidnappers in situations where number wasn't an option. He realized that the old-school, rational approach to negotiation taught at Harvard didn't work in the real world. He developed a new system based on emotional intelligence and human psychology. For decades, we were told that negotiation is a rational process. Keep a poker face. Focus on the numbers. Voss argues that this is fundamentally wrong. Humans are not rational machines. We are emotional animals. Decisions are made in the amygdala, the fear center of the brain, and then justified by logic later. If you can't navigate the emotions, you can't influence the decision. The core of Voss's method is something he calls tactical empathy. This isn't about being nice or agreeing with the other person. It is about understanding their perspective and their feelings so deeply that you can vocalize them better than they can. It is weaponized empathy. When the other person feels truly understood, their defenses drop, and the path to influence opens up. It starts with how you sound. There are 3 voice tones available to negotiators, but the most powerful one is the late-night FM DJ voice. It is deep, soft, slow, and reassuring. It signals to the other person's brain that everything is okay, triggering a neurochemical reaction that calms them down. If you speak fast and high, you trigger their fight-or-flight response. Let's get into the specific tools. The first and simplest is mirroring. This is the art of insinuating similarity. It facilitates bonding. To mirror, you simply repeat the last 3 words or the critical 1 to 3 words of what someone has just said. If they say, "I've had a really difficult year," you simply say, "A difficult year," with an upward inflection. It sounds almost too simple to work, but it is devastatingly effective. When you mirror someone, their brain compels them to elaborate. They rephrase their point, often revealing more information than they intended. It buys you time to think and makes the other person feel listened to. In a study with waiters, those who mirrored orders exactly earned 70% more tips than those who just said, "Okay." The second tool is labeling. This is how you validate someone's emotion by acknowledging it. You use phrases like, "It seems like you're frustrated," or "It sounds like you're worried about the price." Notice you don't say, "I think you are frustrated." You keep "I" out of it. Labeling a negative emotion diffuses it. Labeling a positive emotion reinforces it. Advanced labeling leads to the accusation audit. Before you make a request, you list every terrible thing the other person could possibly think about you. You say, "You're probably going to think I'm demanding and unreasonable." By saying it first, you steal their thunder. You clear the negative energy from the room, making them instinctively want to reassure you that you aren't that bad. Now let's talk about the biggest trap in negotiation, the word yes. We are socialized to seek yes, but there are 3 kinds: counterfeit, confirmation, and commitment. Most of the time, people say yes just to get you to shut up. It's a counterfeit yes. Voss teaches that you should actually aim for number. Number provides protection. It makes people feel safe and in control. Instead of asking, "Is this a good time to talk?" which invites a polite lie, ask, "Is now a bad time to talk?" It's much easier for people to say number, "It's not a bad time." If you haven't heard from someone in a while, send a message saying, "Have you given up on this project?" That number response comes almost instantly because they don't want to lose the opportunity. The 2 sweetest words in any negotiation are not "you're right." If they say "you're right," they are just agreeing to make you go away. You want them to say, "That's right." That's right means you have summarized their position so perfectly that they have had an epiphany. They feel completely understood. Once you hear "that's right," the deal is practically done. Stop asking questions that can be answered with a simple yes or number. Use calibrated questions. These usually start with what or how. The most famous one is, "How am I supposed to do that?" This question forces the other side to stop and think about your problem. It transforms the conflict into a collaborative problem-solving session where they help you find the solution. Voss also teaches us how to bend reality using loss aversion. People are more afraid of losing $5 than they are happy about gaining $5. Frame your negotiation not around what they have to gain, but what they stand to lose if the deal falls through. Anchoring is also key. If you let them anchor the price first, you might get stuck. Or you can anchor an extreme range to reset their expectations. When it comes to numbers, like in a salary negotiation, never use round numbers. A number like $50 sounds like a placeholder. A number like $750 sounds like the result of a precise calculation. It implies you have done your homework and there is number room for movement. Also, try to negotiate non-monetary terms first to build value before hitting the hard numbers. For the ultimate price haggling, Voss suggests the Ackerman Model. First, set your target price. Then offer 65% of that target. They will refuse. Then offer 85%. Then 95%. Finally, offer exactly 100% but use a precise, non-round number. This exhausting process signals that you are truly at your limit, and the non-round number adds weight to your final offer. Finally, we have the concept of the black swan. In every negotiation, there are 3 to 5 pieces of information that, if known, would change everything. These are the unknown unknowns. Maybe the other side is selling their company because they need cash for a personal issue. Maybe they are under a strict deadline. Your job is to uncover these black swans by listening intensely and asking probing questions. Voss illustrates this with a story of a kidnapping in Haiti. The kidnappers wanted $150. Voss's team used the Ackerman Model. They started low, stayed calm, and used "how am I supposed to pay that?" repeatedly. They eventually got the ransom down to around $50. But the real victory was psychological. The kidnappers felt like they had won because the negotiation was so hard fought. You don't need to be in Haiti to use this. Imagine you are renting an apartment. The landlord wants an increase. You don't get angry. You use the late-night DJ voice. You say, "It seems like you value stability in a tenant." You mirror their concerns. Then you ask, "How am I supposed to pay that increase given the current market?" You force them to empathize with your situation. The biggest mistake people make is rushing. They want to get to the solution. They want to split the difference to end the discomfort. Slow down. Silence is a valid move. When you make an offer or ask a question, shut your mouth. Let the silence do the heavy lifting. The one who talks first loses leverage. Before understanding these concepts, negotiation feels like a battle where one person wins and the other loses. It's stressful and often damages relationships. After mastering, never split the difference, negotiation becomes a discovery process. You are no longer afraid of conflict. You navigate it with curiosity. You build better relationships because people feel heard and understood by you. Here is your challenge for today. In your next low-stakes conversation, try to get a number. Ask a question designed to prompt a number, like, "Have you given up on this idea?" Or "Is now a bad time?" Watch how the other person relaxes and opens up. Practice mirroring with your barista or a colleague. Just repeat the last 3 words they say. Witness the magic for yourself. Remember, conflict is not something to be avoided. It is an opportunity. Negotiation is the heart of collaboration. It is how we work with others to achieve what we cannot achieve alone. By using tactical empathy, you aren't manipulating people, you are connecting with them. You are finding the black swans that unlock value for everyone. So go out there, stay curious, and never split the difference. Mastering these skills takes practice, but the payoff is a life where you feel in control, understood, and capable of handling anything thrown your way. Negotiation is a superpower that is available to anyone willing to listen. If you found value in this summary of Never Split the Difference, consider subscribing to Book Summary's repo. We dive deep into the world's best books to help you level up your life. Hit the like button if you learned something new, and let us know in the comments, what is the hardest negotiation you've ever faced?